6. Let's get it. Virtual background isn't working. Shit is getting me kind of tight, but life goes on.
It's all right, Shamel. They can't see it.
Yo, well, I went on the computer and all that. I'm signed in on both right now. Virtual background setting is on. The phone is telling me it's off. Bullshit.
Well, this is going to be this is probably going to be the first episode that we put up on our YouTube page.
Why would you choose this one? Nigga had a virtual background for
because this is the one that doesn't work.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh man,
that was the deciding factor.
That I didn't have my shit.
You had to make sure you was slipping.
I was jealous because I was in Hey Arnold's room last time, and now y'all gonna fucking disrespect the kid.
I know. I think I win today.
Yo,
it's the young smell.
Fuck these settings.
Cleanly shaven.
Yo, 10 years ago.
Are those hearts? Is that like a heart filter?
Yeah, I'm in my no. I'm in my cousin's room. She got butterflies on the wall.
You know what? I didn't even question the background really at first, but it's pink. And I see butterflies, and I was kind of like, wait, I hope that's not his room.
Nah. That was when I didn't get kicked out of school, but my grades wasn't too tough. So academic probation sent me back to New York. I ain't get kicked out though. My grades was
probation. They
was questionable. Anywho, we gonna start this off. Let's just do the top 5 comedians, dead or alive.
Dead or alive, top 5.
Dead or alive. I'll go first because I think I got it down. All right, so I got George Carlin, Bernie Mac, Rodney Dangerfield, Dave Chappelle. Oh no, I can't give up the 5th seat like that. I gotta think a little. Give me a second. I almost gave up the seats too fast. Hold on. Who I could what? Oh, Patrice O'Neal. Yeah.
Oh.
5.
That's a good one.
Yo, did I only choose 2 people that's alive though? Did I fuck up?
Yeah, but that's your top 5 though.
Yeah, it's top 5 dead or alive. I mean, you know,
I know it's just weird that they all, you know.
I have more dead than alive on my list.
So it's not all right. It's no.
But give us a little more. Like that's your list, but
that's my list. All right. So Bernie Mac is just king of comedy, right? Part of that 4. The 4th one, the closing act, and killed that shit. Been watching him since fucking Def Comedy Jam. He's been funny. George Carlin is just a real one. Patrice O'Neal is a real one. Dave Chappelle is he's mad silly. Very real. But the fact that he can put that shit into jokes, Black Bush is still by far one of the best skits like ever, I think. Who I choose? Rodney Dangerfield? Snickers is mad funny. He used to, humility is a virtue, right? He used to cut his ass up.
He had really good movies. Ladybug.
But it was so late for him, though. You know, he grinded and then didn't make it and said fuck it and went and he was selling like floors or some fucking. It
was side panels.
Yeah,
I did a psychology project.
You know, and then he broke through again later. He
was 42.
Yep,
42 when he came back 40s. Out. 42, 45, one of them shits.
Still funny nonetheless.
Still fucking hilarious. Wait, that was it, right? George.
How about you, Aaron?
All right, so George Carlin, you know, he's number 1. Richard Pryor. I still listen to it. It's just, he makes me cry, some of his stuff. George Carlin, Richard Pryor. Bernie Mac is on my list because still anything I see of him just cracks me up, you know. And he was pretty raw too, you know what I mean? And then my last 2 guys are alive. I really, for me personally, just his style of comedy, and he gets real dark sometimes. But Bill Burr, I think you know, some of his shit is funny, and it's dark too, like, you know. And then Dave Chappelle, you know what I mean? He's, you know, every special he's ever done, in my opinion, is fantastic. The show aside, you know, which is structured and, you know, just his stand-up alone, you know what I mean? All of them, you know.
Yeah.
That's my list.
DJ?
All right, so I had a little bit of trouble with this list. So first off, me Patrice O'Neal, because I don't know. I think Aaron. I'm not sure if Aaron said it in the chat or if he said it on one of the episodes, but he asked like if a comedian or someone was to narrate our life, Patrice O'Neal would be narrating.
That's a good one.
You know
I would have never thought of that either.
Patrice O'Neal says shit that we all fucking think, that we all want to fucking say. You know, like he has a bit where he's talking about how females don't have to worry about trying to think of ways to try to get dick, like guys do. And it's like, oh, just take your ball out, type of shit. I don't want to touch you. Just take your ball out. Like that shit is fucking funny.
Yeah.
Right. I got Dave Chappelle up there. Bernie Mac is funny, but he's not in my top 5. Like if I could go without listening to Bernie Mac, like it wouldn't be an issue. Like, you know what I mean?
All right, you ain't have to go that hard.
Yeah, no. Oh my God! All time, I'm
just saying.
I'm gonna let you. Yeah, you're right. It's yours. We'll do rebuttals.
I'm just saying.
You cutting Bertie's up. You ain't even put him on the list. Damn.
He's outside. He's maybe like
30 or
7 or 8.
honorable mention. That's messed up.
Yeah, he's like 7 or 8, some shit like that. Eddie Murphy is up there for me.
I thought about him. I thought about him.
I didn't even think.
What was that, 3 or 4?
That's I think that's 3. That's 3. Patrice, Dave, and
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie, yeah.
I got Richard Pryor in there. And it was hard because it was out of Richard Pryor and Paul Mooney. And a lot of people be sleeping on Paul Mooney, but Paul Mooney wrote pretty much 90% of Richard Pryor's shit.
Yeah. Paul Mooney is dumb.
Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
So exactly. So people be sleeping on Paul Mooney. And my sleeper, I don't know, because I just find this nigga mad funny, and I gotta watch it whenever he's on. Is George Lopez. That dude is just fucking hilarious. It's just hilarious to me. But yes, he gets in there. He gets in there before Bernie Mac. I'm sorry.
All right.
He's a sleeper. All right, that's your sleeper. That's all right. You can have that.
All right, so I'll go. Kind of surprised none of you guys said Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cook.
As commercialized as he is, I mean, there's still like every one of his stand-ups are hilarious. I tried like the last one. I was like, it's going to be the same thing, but it had me dying.
He's funny as fuck, but he just wouldn't be in my top 5 all time.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're gonna save the rebuttals for the end, cause
all right. So I have Dave Chappelle, obviously for obvious reasons. Bernie Mac, DJ, Bernie Mac, Dane Cook.
I knew Dane Cook was gonna be in there. Keep it 100. And
John Leguizamo. His stand-ups, I mean, growing up, just even catching it was, I can relate.
Yeah. That's a good one.
He had some good shit.
Yep.
You know who I really wanted to put in there, but I was like, he hasn't really done that much, but his shit is fucking hilarious. Is Aries Spears. That dude, him and Patrice O'Neal is on like the same level of just like they say whatever the fuck we're all fucking thinking.
Look, you know who I put over Aries though? Corey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb also good. Well, no, that wasn't Corey Holcomb. That was his boy, brother.
That was his boys. Yeah. Yo, but I be watching the show, and Corey Holcomb bring that shit up all the time. He be like, yo, Zoe, don't get mad, because I know you be dropping elbows. He talk about that shit every chance he fucking get. Aries try to sue him already. Yo.
Yeah, I think they dropped that shit or something.
BJ, you remember, what's his name? Eddie Griffin? You remember his stand-up special growing up? We would watch that. He was.
Eddie Griffin is funny, man, but I couldn't put him in like all time.
Oh no! That's what I'm saying. He's not.
Well, he's funny.
He's hilarious. He's up there.
Yo, but I can't give Kev that top either, because as much as the stand-ups be funny the first time around, the playback is not.
You know what? I hear you with that one.
It's not that great. It's like
some of these guys, man. The playbacks is just.
I say the same thing, but I listened to that the Sirius XM The comedy.
Oh yeah, with him and his boys. Yeah,
but not even just that. Just like, you know how they just go through a bunch of different, clips throughout the day. Like, you don't like the one where he goes to school and he gets to curse and all that. Like, that's hilarious. It sticks out every time. And just the other day, it came on. I remember at first, I'm like, oh yeah, this one again. But just as he goes on, it's just funny. It's always the same reaction. So maybe go back.
I feel like
that's what I'm saying. Go back and listen.
He's more of a like that silly, where you could only watch so much. I feel like my top 5 is like this shit is everyday, real life, and they own it. Dave, George, Bernie, fucking Patrice, Rodney. The playback value of all 5 of them.
I'm surprised you picked Rodney. That just
Rodney Dangerfield.
Well, hell yeah.
Yo, Rodney Dangerfield, a lot of his stuff is like, I don't know how else to say it. I want to say timeless.
Yeah,
like
motherfucker.
Throughout, you know what I mean?
Yeah. This shit is so funny, man. It's like...
And it's fucking fast-paced. It's one after another. Bah, bah. He's like rapid firing them at you.
What was on? It wasn't... Was it Caddyshack? Was it Caddyshack where he was just like the guest, but he was buying everything in the fucking gift shop? And he looked at the mannequin and said, "Who the fuck would ever wear something as silly as this?" And then the rich asshole walked in behind him with the same
wearing
outfit
that
on.
shit. Yeah.
Yo, that shit was dumb funny, bro.
I didn't say Eddie Murphy because he only did 2 specials. You know what I mean? And he was on Saturday Night Live, but look at the bodies of work of all the other, George.
Yeah, but it's classic. It's classic.
You know
shit.
what I mean?
Listen, at some point, we gotta stop. We gotta stop using the body of work just because who hip hop fans consider Biggie top 5. Biggie has 2 albums. That's it.
Wait. When people say that though, they stuck in the past. And they never gonna be nothing in their future because a real one can't really put Biggie in there like that. I have too many pause moments for Biggie to put him in my top 5. I'm just gonna say that. Right.
Too many pause moments.
He got a high count of pausability moments, and it's just like
pausability moments.
He got too many pausable moments, and it's just like I can't rock with that. I can't
pausable deniability.
Yo, I'm just saying, I can't defend that in court because I'm gonna look at him the same and be like, "Yo, you said some crazy shit." He got a lot of those moments.
What's the biggest violation?
For Biggie,
he said some shit and give me the loot, right?
Wait, it's give me the loot. I think what is it? It's not eye for an eye. The shit he did with Eminem. He said, "Nah, give me the loot." I think it was like the girl looks so good. Make me want to suck her daddy's dick or some shit like that. He says some. He says
some shit later too when he's talking about what he's going to do to the family that he's robbing.
He's talking about fucking he's either fucked the father or the brother in the ass with the broom. Yo, listen, I can't defend him in court of law, so I can't put him in the top 5. It's really as simple as that.
Beyond a reasonable doubt.
He got some fire shit, but. Listen, if 5 out of 12 year songs you done said something where I gotta look at we can't.
The percentage is all off. I can't.
The percentage is a little fucked up.
In terms of the pause stuff, in terms of the pause, like you and your pauseness, what about when Eddie Murphy did the bit with Mr. T? You look mighty cute in them jeans. Is that a pause for you or no?
I would have to.
That's probably a pause for him, but
I would have to watch it back because Mr. T is definitely not on no gay shit. So if he played on some,
but that's what he said. What if Mr. T was gay? You look mighty cute in them jeans. Why don't you come over here, fuck me up the ass? That's what he says, literally.
Wait, that was
what movie was it?
Well, one.
No, that was in one of the specials. That was in Raw or Delirious. So whatever the first one was.
That's a posable moment because. What would make you think of another one? Mr. T was extra real back in the day, not about none of those games. So what would make you think, what if he was gay? It's a questionable, it's plausible, for sure. That's something.
It's all in context. You gotta listen to it.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna listen to it, but that's something he really took time out to think about. Like, yo, how can I add to Mr. T being gay? And how can I act it out?
You know whose stuff I really like? Like, I still listen to it often because I relate to it because he does a lot of humor about relationships, divorce, having children, being a single father. Louis C.K.
Oh yeah.
And he's fucking hilarious. His special is called Hilarious. He is hilarious, you know. And
that's a good one. He wrote for a lot of shows too.
With that fucking, you know, has he come back at all from that fucking scandal bullshit? You know what I mean?
So. I don't think he's made anything.
No.
Since that whole thing.
You know what I mean?
I think I've seen his name on like some writing, but that was about it.
He wrote Pootie Tang.
I know.
You know?
I know. I just watched it the other day with dinner.
That's little shit right there.
Yo, that shit
only
is
so
fire, bro.
He's got his VHS tape. He only watches it on VHS.
I wish I got.
He said, if I don't see them tracking lines, it ain't the same.
Jamel, what's some of your favorite George Carlin shit? Because I was surprised you had him on your list too.
Honestly, I don't remember the names of a lot of them, but they had a very big listing on Amazon, and there was one day I would just I just let them shits play, and he's just mad real. You know, he's really not about that bullshit. He's going to call you out. He's calling pedophiles to their faces. Again, I don't know the names of the stand-ups, but I can't tell you the names of fucking Rodney's stand-ups, but I know them shits was funny, though. Patrice is probably the only one with a stand-up that I know the name of because Elephant in the Room was, like, so big.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only one. Out of all my five, and, you know, Dave, because that was just the time that we grew up, killing them softly and fucking... What is that other one? He had another one.
He had one, wasn't it, like, Live at the Fenmore or something?
Yeah, I thought there was a name to that one, too.
I can't remember, because that's Killing Him Soft. Like, one bit I remember, I think it's from Live at the Fenmore, was when he's talking about a homeless man jacking off on the bus sitting next to him.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And he's like, come on, man, you're hitting my elbow. Shit.
Right. He said, what do I say to him? He said, I didn't know what to say.
You know? And then he talks,
elbows.
The fucking guy, he does this white person impression. He's like, let's rush him. He can't come on all of us. You know? Like,
so he had to be the first one, and he got hit.
Yeah. And he does the thing with the microphone. The microphone, he hits his head with the microphone.
Oh, yeah. Yo, that shit was dumb funny, bro.
Yep. That's the one, too, where he talks about smoking weed with Native Americans.
And the smoke, was that when they did smoke signals?
I don't remember that. I just remember he says, you know, they say, come on, we're going to smoke the peace pipe. And they sit in there, and the guy comes out with the rolled blanket, and he unrolls the blanket, and he goes, the quarters are 25.
Right.
Yeah. You know?
Remember that. Yo, Dave had some. All I'm going to say is my top 5, the playback value.
Right.
Is high. The percentage is high.
Yeah. That's what I picked too. I picked people that I can listen to that I pretty much, some of them I listen to, like, I'm not going to say on a daily basis, but I was listening to Hannibal Buress today. You know what I mean? And I didn't list him because he's not, you know, but like I listen to comedy a lot. That's a thing I listen to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those people that I listed are featured more frequently than anyone else.
Patrice, I'll listen to any one of his talks from the radio. And if that shit pop up, I'll just let it play because...
And low-key, Patrice O'Neal used to be a writer for WWE. That should just tell you just how... just how good he was. That's
he would do like the storylines and stuff?
He was a writer.
Yeah, he was a writer.
Really?
He wrote.
I never knew that.
He wrote for The Office too. He was in it too.
Oh shit!
Wait, he said it. Wait, all right. So Eddie Murphy got 2 things. He called in Delirious. He called him a faggot. Wait, what?
In Raw, he talks about the response to the gay jokes he made in the first one, and he says faggots a lot. You know, faggots was mad. That's literally what he says about his.
Did y'all see Delirious?
Yeah, that's it. That's the piece right there.
This is the wrong one.
We found out a lot of entertainers who got
Yeah, well, in the 80s, man, that word was thrown around
Yeah.
a bunch.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
that was normal.
I'm gonna watch the Delirious one just to see.
All right.
There's nightmares. I go to Hollywood and find out that Mr. T is a faggot.
What's our next topic?
Oh, okay.
Really? And he be walking up to people going, "Hey, boy. Hey, boy."
The next one I have is, all right, so we just gonna leave it as like action star, because technically they're probably the only ones that's doing fire ass stunts.
Mm-hmm.
Top actor that does their own stunts, and I think we all kind of came to the same conclusion, being that we're gonna do 3 and then narrow it down to 1. Okay. But I think we all got the same one basically. I'll start with this one too. I put a list up in the group. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember that whole shit. But Jason Statham, Tom Cruise, Jackie Chan.
Can't argue.
Jason, all the I don't know how much stunts he did for Transporter.
Because Transporter, Fast and Furious.
But yeah, he wasn't
Crank. He was in Crank. He was the
mechanic.
The mechanic. Right. He was the one.
That was a fire movie. The
awesome.
One was good. Yeah.
Him and Jet Li.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
I was looking at something with Jet Li the other day. Just how he also got started young, but he's not on the list, so we can't really talk about him.
Yeah, but he does.
Tom Cruise.
Oh wait, we going by what's on this list?
No, you can go.
Yeah, because I have somebody. I have somebody that's not on the list.
We don't have to go by the list, but as far as me speaking on Jet Li, he didn't make it. Yeah, I know more people that's not on the list.
Let me give my 3 because I know nothing about these people. I don't watch really action movies like this, so obviously don't want to be Jackie Chan because I know that. Second will be The Rock because I'm sure he does his own shit. And there will probably be Shawn Michaels or Rey Mysterio, one of the wrestlers. They're action heroes, so they do their own stuff. So that's what
I'm not gonna argue that one.
They are. Thank you.
And I can't. And I'm not. I was gonna argue The Rock because you're gonna have to back your shit up. But then you gave the wrestling background, so he was an action star back in the 90s. So I'm gonna let you have that one too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the shit maybe now that he does, he's not gonna do it. But I'm sure
he's not doing Shazam. He's not doing Shazam
stunts. Tall. That's what I'm saying. But back when he did like Walking Tall or like Scorpion King,
the Rundown with with Stifler, that movie is fire, and I know he did some shit in that movie.
Yeah, so I mean, the movies nowadays, he's too old. He makes too much money. He probably ain't gonna do that shit.
He's not that old.
But when he first started, but to do that kind of shit for the money you make, I'm good, bro. You can get a stunt double.
Yeah.
So I'll go. Again, I'm gonna go with Jackie Chan, Jason Statham, and just because I see her on the list, and I know she was in the first cast, Chloe Grace Moritz.
Kick-Ass.
Yeah. Like,
wait, no, what's her name?
Yeah.
Hit Girl.
Yeah. Like she was
little girl. She goes into one room and there's mad dudes, and she goes, "All right, you cunts."
I was just watching that movie with my father like last week, and I was like, "This movie might get a lot of backlash now because her name is Hit Girl. She was like 15, and her father's Batman, but his name was Big Daddy. So it's like. He had Big Daddy run around with this little ass girl. I can hear somebody arguing that, but they killed him off, so it don't matter.
All right, my list. Jackie Chan's up there. It's it's pretty much common knowledge that dude does his own stunts, and he's been injured many times, all types of craziness. Believe it or not, Keanu Reeves does all his own stunts.
He was on the list,
and he does all the training. He really hurt his back doing the Matrix, like he's injured himself because of what he does, But there's a guy, he's not on the list, and he's maybe not. I wouldn't be surprised if Shamel knows what I'm talking about. He's a Muay Thai specialist, and his name is Tony Jaa. right?
Oh yeah.
And he's got these movies called, he's got The Protector 2, all these, Asian movies.
But we all met him at Ong Bak.
Ong Bak, that's the shit, right?
Yeah.
So he does all his own stunts, and to promote his movies, he'll do shows where he does his stunts in a room in front of people, so it's no bullshit.
I didn't know that.
He's on Tony Jaa.
Stunts like what?
All right. Remember in the Matrix when Neo is running on top of people?
Yeah.
In that one scene, he's stepping on Agent Smiths to get away from the horde of Agent Smiths. In that one scene, he's literally running on people.
So he's being hung up by cables.
It's not even. That's all computer shit, right? Tony Jaa does that in real life with real people, and if you YouTube it, there's footage of him doing it in a room.
So no cables,
no nothing. He jumps high enough to step onto a man, and then steps from man to man through a crowded room of people, and will run out across.
All right, the number one thing on YouTube of Tony Jaa is him breaking the world's highest kick record 2 years ago. Yes, but he did that shit because you can't do it today.
He does the thing where he's running, and the scenes where they're running and there's just obstacles they have to go over and under and through, and like every fucking action movie. Well, in his one, as he's running down the street, these dudes are walking by carrying a spool of razor wire.
Yep.
And from a sprint, he fucking feet and hands first, like folds his body and like flies through the razor wire whole spool, and then like continues on his run in a sprint. Just continue, you know what I'm saying? It's retarded. He's the top of my list. Video
number 9 of the Tony Jaa Real Stunts.
That dude's insane. He's my.
See, I try to make it. I wanted to pick the 3 so I can get rid of 2 easy. You guys are actually picking people that are competing with Jackie Chan. I don't understand what's happening here. I thought we were just going to choose Jackie and keep it moving, but Tony Jaa is a good one.
Yeah, I can't be mad at anybody's list. I think honestly, it takes a lot for anybody to do their own stunts.
There's a lot of honorable mentions too, like Angelina Jolie. She did some shit in Tomb Raider.
That movie was tough. Let's see.
You said that
Bruce Lee? I know what? Bruce Lee. Fucking.
We move into.
You said that monkey was tough.
I said that movie was tough.
Oh.
A monkey. All right. So, anyway, we all came to the conclusion Jackie Chan is the top of the top. Unless, BJ, you try to go with The Rock. That's where you at?
No. Jackie Chan takes it by far. He's been doing that shit, I think, since the late 70s, bro.
I just had to make sure because I know you in love with that man. So, I was going to let you make the swap from 2 to 1.
This is a good segue into the next topic.
Facts. Is it? Because the next one I have was favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Arnold does his own stunts as well.
He does his own stunts. He did back in the day anyways.
He was part of the list.
Wasn't he just in a movie? What was the name of that movie? Gunther? Or something.
But what stunts did he do in killing Gunther?
Listen, man, he was
probably nothing.
He didn't do shit.
He ran a full sprint.
He barely ran in that movie. I love that movie. That's a great movie, but I don't know about stunts. The fucking special effects of that movie are trash. That movie actually sucks. But I think it's great.
There you go. He's old.
See, all right, so that's not bad. If Aaron can talk bad about it, we're doing all right.
But I'll watch it again and again.
And we won't talk about what we talked about off the air.
No, you won't say that. You won't say that. You won't broadcast that.
He knows the truth.
No, there is no. I do know the truth, and it's not your truth. It's my truth.
Bruce Lee was first. Okay. Bruce Lee, Jackie, and
Shamel agrees.
Huh?
He got that thumb.
I'm gonna go first if we're gonna talk about favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
I was looking up.
Yeah, go ahead, Aaron.
Okay, so my favorite, if I had to choose one Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, my favorite would be a movie called End of Days. and it's
I remember that one.
It's one of his, not a lot of, it's one of the more rated R, really legitimately rated R movies that he did.
Trash.
And it's Arnold Schwarzenegger versus the devil, and the special effects are good, and his funny one-liners are good in that. All around, I think that, in my opinion, that's my favorite.
Aaron, you thought them one-liners are funny?
I always like his one-liners, as corny as they are. I love it. That's
kid,
the movie. That movie, he wakes up. There's the introduction scene of Arnold Schwarzenegger in that movie is him waking up in his shitty, awful apartment. He's depressed, and he walks around his kitchen.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Twin
and collects. Nah, because
I got that VHS in here somewhere.
Right. And he collects all this leftover food. He gets a slice of pizza and some old Chinese. He puts the bottom of a beer.
That's Arron and Lou doing the photo from Twin. This one,
right? And he blends it all up and fucking drinks it. Like he blends all this leftover food on his fucking awful kitchen and pours some Pepto-Bismol and some beer, and he drinks that shit, and that's his breakfast because he's like depressed and fucking whatever. That's my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. If I had to pick one, which is tough.
That just sounds absolutely gross.
All right, I'm gonna go next. I don't like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't think he's a good actor. I think his movies is trash, personally.
Wow.
Now, the one movie I kind of enjoy.
Why do I feel attacked right now?
Is probably his lamest movie of them all, but I'll give credit. I do enjoy Kindergarten Cop. I like that movie.
It's a good movie.
Yo, I was thinking that too, though. Maybe I was going to think about it a little bit.
It had some good stuff. You know, it had the classic, boys have penises, girls have vaginas in there.
Yeah.
It's classic shit.
That shit was fire.
But other than that, and even with that movie, his movies is trash.
You need to stop.
I mean, it's just with the movies that he's in where he's the main focus, they're trash. Like I think The Expendables are a pretty good movie.
Yeah, but he's barely in them. No, True Lies.
Exactly.
True Lies is an amazing movie.
True Lies.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Get the fuck out of here. That movie's amazing.
It's amazingly trash.
What else?
Okay, hold on, Aaron. You can rebuttal at the end.
Predator?
You can get BJ at the end.
Pause.
Wow. All right. Well, this is a good spot to plug the new limited edition exotic edition short sleeve shirt. We saw on the website. Great design. Shamel's timeless catchphrase just engraved in tiger stripe on a shirt. It's perfect.
His whole existence was posable.
All right.
You chose your movie? I got one. I got a fire one.
I'll let you go. I'll go last.
My movie, Total Recall. What's up?
Great movie.
Total Recall.
Three tits in it. The triple tittle.
The fact that I watched it so much as a kid and really remember that part of the taxi driver just like, you ain't never seen girls like this around here. Look at her over there. And she had 3 titties, and I was like, is this real?
And then later, he's touching them. He's touching the titties, that taxi driver, and he goes, "Girl, you make me wish I had 3 hands."
Yo, he was dumb funny. Wasn't he some like alien?
Yeah, he was bad. He turned out to be
a bad guy. Yeah. Nah, that movie is, and it's on Netflix now. I'm ready. I'm going to watch it. I'll probably watch it later now that I bring it up. A young, tight Sharon Stone in that movie as well. She wasn't really a looker for me like that. She's cute though, but she's not all that.
Look at it again.
He's not gonna change his mind, man.
He said, "No, just look at it one more time."
All right, look what you got.
Ford sounds.
Oh man! All right, so
I'll hit that button there, so it's all right.
All right, so my top 3. It's so hard.
Top 3.
It's so hard.
All right. So my favorite of all time is Jingle All the Way.
Great one.
I love Jingle All the Way. That movie was hilarious.
You know what? I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I'll give you
Arnold.
that.
Arnold
That
is
is a good
supposed
movie.
to be the best actor in the world, but he's like a I don't know. I like.
It was it was pretty cool when he was getting fucked up.
I'm mad at that shit.
a very close second.
Sinbad was fucking him up. So.
No,
Sinbad one
very
of the
close
one of the
second
two.
was Last Action Hero.
Now, it's funny that you say that because if you go online, generally speaking, most people say that Last Action Hero is his worst film.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either.
No. That movie.
Who are these people, Aaron?
Most of just people in general, if you go on like Reddit and look
Are
up
you like
Last
the
Action
president of his
Hero,
fan club?
if there was one, I would be.
I'm sure there is, but why don't you start it, bro? Start it.
All right, anybody listening, contact me about it, and we'll start it.
Start a Facebook page.
The Gentleman's Cabal Podcast at gmail.com. Oh, man. All right, Shamel, where we go from here?
All right, so wait, Aaron got it all out about BJ hating on Arnold.
Well, no, there's no resolution to this. We have to move on.
No resolution.
Friendship will be broken.
All right, so that makes a good segment. Or
What
would be your top superpower? This is another one. We're gonna start from 3 because this is a tough one.
Wait, so we're picking 3 and then just narrowed it down?
The topic,
yeah.
The portion of the show on this topic is sponsored by the new Marvel Avengers video game. I believe it drops on the 4th or the 5th.
It's sponsored by them?
4th.
Yeah,
They didn't give me shit.
Yeah, no, we're sponsored. You know?
I didn't get nothing.
I pre-ordered it, and I got early access,
You
and I
didn't get it?
completed the campaign already.
My shit in the mail?
I only say that because in the game, you get to play as like each different superhero. So I was like getting to see what superpower I like the best. I'm not going to lie. Iron Man, being Iron Man is awesome. He don't even have a superpower.
He don't have a superpower. He just
Exactly.
smart.
But I'll go. I probably want to fly. I want to fly.
That's it?
That's it.
That's it?
Well, no, you said top superpower. Like, that's one. I mean, I'd want to closely, I'd say maybe Thor. Because he's strong as hell. He can still fly with his little hammer.
He's almost invincible, like essentially.
Yeah. I'd model myself after Thor.
What
Blonde
the fuck is
hair.
this? What is this? This Marvel DC video game where you get to choose your own? I didn't say build a character set. I said I want to be modeled after Thor. Who questioned that? I didn't ask that shit. That's not what I said.
I said fly, and then we went on from there. You could have stopped me at any point.
He said, I want to fly. Kind of like Thor. Impenetrable force. Like, wait, what? This nigga, that's a whole other, that's a god.
It is.
So just say, I want to be like a god. I want a god like.
But that's not a superpower.
I want god like power. Shit, that's a superpower enough.
BJ, you go.
Look, I want to be a celestial. Just say some shit like that. You want to be fucking Kurt Russell.
No, but all right.
I have a more concise answer prepared.
This is the thing, man. I don't watch, superhero shit.
You don't have to watch to know what a superpower is.
I would want the ability to destroy any and every Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Whether
that's
that has to do with muscles, strength,
that's why I knew this was a good segue.
Laser beams coming out of my eyes, dropping my nut sacks on it, whatever. I just want to be able.
Damn, Shamel, you ain't gonna stop him.
To destroy it.
That wasn't in your line of questioning.
Listen, y'all both took it to a whole nother level. How do I stop either one of y'all? If you want celestial-like powers and he want to be Galactus, I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all.
Jamel, did you pick one?
No.
Yeah, I did. And
What'd
they
you say?
definitely, mine's going to be like teleportation, like Nightcrawler. I think that's my top right now.
Okay.
But
I would want to be Captain Planet. How about that?
Nah, see, that's the issue. That's the problem with y'all shits right now. We not talk about.
I said fly. I don't want to hear that. I said fly, and I segued in to what I would
segue. He segued.
Just in case that was a question you had to change.
I would want the ability to read people's minds.
I like that.
You're a fucking scumbag, though, so I don't even trust that shit.
So you already know.
It's funny because so I know. All right, so I'm gonna try
What do you think Patrice O'Neal would do with that power?
He wouldn't take that power. I would hope.
Oh, he would take that power.
Yo, you know, when I was younger, I used to think that because I'm like, you could do everything in the world, but that's too much. Professor X said, I'd rather be crippled than hold all his power down. That shit really messed him up.
Yeah, but that's what I want. Like, I know we're not supposed to be picking character sets, so I won't say I want Professor X's power because he can read minds, control minds, all that.
Listen, Shamel's just hosting, okay? It don't mean you can't speak your mind, Aaron. Speak your mind, Aaron.
I would want to control people's minds the way that Professor X does.
All your shit down. You want telekinetic powers. That's that.
When he pauses,
you don't want to be able to read mine.
How you say pause, he can just say pause, but now everything paused.
Everything in the world is paused. Listen, I fuck with telekinetic powers.
I want that shit.
So you don't want to be able to read minds. You want to be able to control them.
To control them.
That's
okay. That's
savage.
That's all right. This is why I'm just going. I didn't want to say that.
I don't care what they're thinking. That shit don't matter to me. I just want them to do what I want.
I'm just going to disappear. As soon as you look at me and I'm like, ugh, he gonna force me to do something? I'm fucking.
Pause.
That's true. That's poor. But look, I made myself disappear, so fuck it.
Oh, man.
Nightcrawler, he had to be there before in order to envision it in his head.
He had to be able to envision it in his mind to get there.
So, again, everybody else did it, but that would be like my character set, Nightcrawler. Because at the end of the day, wasn't like the devil his father? Son? Hey, y'all got to be gods and Galactus and Aaron Mr. Professor X. I almost said Mr. X. Who is that?
That's all like porno, dude.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say DMX.
DMX. He's a superhero.
Do you mean Darkman X?
That was early. That was early on. All right. So the next topic after this was top kung fu movie.
Ooh. When we get
so we gotta do top 3 and then just narrow it down to 1.
No. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna start. I got 5 Deadly Venoms, Legend of Drunken Master, and wait. I was just watching it. What's that third one? Fuck. Is it the Chinese Connection with Bruce Lee and the dude killed his uncle and he caught him in the kitchen and he hit him with the 5 uppercut combo? It was like, why?
That's one of those ones too, Shamel, where that was called something else entirely in China.
I know. It was.
And then when they brought it here, they said, fuck it, let's call it the Chinese Connection because the French Connection blew up.
They had it, the set that I have, they have both names of them.
Gotcha.
So it was Chinese Connection. I think you're right. It might have been French Connection or something like that.
No, French Connection was a legit other movie with Gene Hackman that blew up. That was huge. So when it was called whatever the fuck it was called in China that they interpreted into English, like fucking.
They brought that shit here.
Mr. Revenge Man, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then they said, all right, so when we release it in America, let's call it the Chinese Connection. It'll draw in the crowds because they'll think of Gene Hackman and fucking whatever, you know?
Well, those are my 3. And I think I'm honestly going to have to go with 5 Deadly Venoms. I know that I was thinking Drunken Master earlier. 5 Deadly Venoms is shit. It's like, you can't beat that shit. They had everything. They have real superpowers. Training after animals. Shit is fire.
I'll go. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
My turn. So, Enter the Dragon, obviously. Okay, that's like a on of kung fu movies. I don't care how many times you tell me it's not. Kung Pao is a kung fu movie.
Enter the Fist.
No.
Yeah. Yes, Kung Pao is. Okay? It is. It's got the dubbed over, man, there's kung fu in there.
But you know what I think is, all right, you know what, I'll let you go because okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He had to stop himself. I respect it.
But my all-time favorite is The Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy and Shona.
Yo, how did I forget about that one? It still didn't make number one, but that shit was fire too.
All right, Aaron.
All right, I'm going to go next. Okay. So, I don't know. I got kind of a mixed bag here, and I have some honorable mentions. Drunken Master's been mentioned before. I'm going to say it again. That movie is just classic. Kung Fu Hustle.
Yes.
A lot of people talk about Kung Pao. Yeah, and that's too satirical for me. Kung Fu Hustle was like fucking amazing, right?
It was.
Now, Black Dynamite.
That shit counts.
He does some kung fu in that movie.
Yeah. That shit counts.
And I think it's worthy of an honorable mention. But for me, my favorite kung fu movie, and please argue with me because I'm questionable on it. But in terms of kung fu and the movie that I like to watch, The Matrix.
Okay.
That's yeah.
All the fighting in that movie, I love it. I like it. I could watch that shit every day.
All I'm saying that Master Betty in Kung Pao was punching people's hearts out with that iron fist. Man, I'm be honest with you.
That shit was an American anime.
Eddie's haircut.
So the last Dragon obviously is in there for me. All the Ip Man movies, but particularly the first one, and there's a second one that's not considered one of the Ip Man movies. That's up there.
Does it have Donnie Yen? It's got the same guy.
No, because it follows when he went to college right before he even started learning.
Gotcha.
I think I know which one you're talking about. There was a few Ip Man movies that came out in the past, 10 or something years.
Yeah.
Where it wasn't part of that Donnie Yen.
By far, the third one where the other guy's in it and he's supposed to be playing an older Ip Man is the worst Ip Man of them all. There's really not that much action in it. It's not that.
They tried. That was more. I feel like that one was more of a biopic, though. They tried it, though. Kung Fu Hustle is up there all time for me. But there's another movie that people don't really talk about, and probably a lot of people never really see. But it's called Only the Strong.
Whoa! Stop it. Is that the one where it's like the American team goes and competes in the?
No.
Which one?
So Only the Strong is a guy who he ends up being like a teacher, and he has this classroom. And these dudes is they really not trying to fuck with him.
Is that the Capoeira dancer one?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
Yeah.
That is my shit, man.
Wait, a 1993 film. Yo, there's too many. I just want to say, no racial. There's too many white people in this movie to be. No racial. No racial. You got the. You got.
Hold on. Aaron picked fucking The Matrix, and you're gonna say there's too many white people in what I picked?
Look, I already said I wouldn't put The Matrix in top 5.
Yeah, no, Shamel did not agree with me. He just was quiet about it.
Look, I'm watching the trailer for this shit now. Where the fuck they at? In Cali? And who is this old man?
Yo, don't sleep on that.
Look, I'm a.
There's also another. I wouldn't consider this kung fu. There's another movie that came out in the 90s that I Pretty much, yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. Any Three Ninjas movies, I follow.
Ninjas, fire.
Three Ninjas. All right, listen.
All day, all day. So,
I give you
but there's a movie that came out with Chuck Norris, and I can't remember this dude's name, but he ended up dying. I don't know. I think he might have committed suicide, but he was like a heartthrob in the 90s. But it was called Sidekick.
Sidekick was a great movie. The kid would daydream. The kid would daydream his fantasies of hanging out with Chuck Norris. That movie was great. Yep.
I'm watching that trailer.
But I would have to say, oh man, like, because it all depends on what It Man is on TV. But The Last Dragon, like, no matter what the fuck I'm doing, man, if it's on, man, I gotta watch it.
It draws you in.
Yo, this movie right here.
The kid from Sidekicks was the same kid from Ladybugs with Rodney Dangerfield.
Same kid,
yes,
that's right.
Yes, I can't think of his name, but I know he was like a heartthrob in the 90s.
Yo, this movie stand. Where's this shit called? Only the Strong? This should look like Never Back Down. With Capoeira.
Well, I mean, like I said, man, it's a good movie, bro. It really is. You gotta watch it.
It's gonna have to get a hard pass for me. Yo, I'm telling you, the way that they hold this man up on their shoulders, then I ain't do shit.
Listen, it ain't about, the storyline there. It's about the moves and the little thing they play. Because he don't just put on a CD player. No, he bust out the
bust out the instruments and all.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
He took his class to the beach.
If you're really into those kind of movies, you'll get into it, and you gotta look at it for what it is. It was made in the fucking 90s, where they were trying to catch up,
like the fucking Karate Kid
and everything else was doing.
Yo, listen, Karate Kid was on TV the other day.
Capoeira was not
at Jenna's grandmother's house, and I was like, I looked at her, I said, "Grandma, y'all took
trash.
this movie serious? That's stupid ass."
Back then it was all right.
Look, his fucking leg was hurt. He swapped legs and kicked to hurt that man. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, listen.
But I'm saying, back then that shit was fire. But when you look back at it, this kind of stuff is corny.
I've never been with no lip fucking foot. No. He hit him with the Mr. Deeds foot. Fuck out of here. Fuck that. Nah, that shit gotta go.
William Zabka? Come on, man.
That shit gotta go.
He broke his foot to the face, dude. Like, cut him some.
Yo, his shit. One, he was chopped down. He was chopping down his legs from the beginning of that fucking fight. What made him bring out this move that he only trained for like twice? Yo, y'all need to chill out.
He had limp toes to the nose, bro.
That shit didn't even touch him. They could have touched it up a little bit more and made him look like he was closer. He was nowhere near him. Come on. They was doing too much for me in that movie. I can't give it to Ray Macchio. I'm sorry. I'm glad that you went from the YouTube series to Netflix, but that's not it, bro. Another movie. Another one.
Oh man. That was awesome.
I was looking for the Sidekick trailer, but I don't know where that shit is at.
It's there.
A movie came up for like 2015. I know that's not it.
Hold on, I'll get that shit for you.
It's called Sidekicks.
Oh, when I first typed it in, Side Chick came up.
Oh, they got the whole movie on YouTube.
Stop it.
Sidekicks.
Yeah, got the whole movie.
It's got a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That kid hung himself when he was 27.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what's the name? Jonathan Tyler?
No, not that kid.
No.
He's still alive.
Pinocchio.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I think he's still alive.
I thought there was one of those kids that, like, from back then that killed himself. Or it might have just been clickbait, honestly. Yo, they back there bugging. They fighting.
So I figured to end this show, we'll just go around, if it works. Everybody go around. You got we'll set a 60-second timer. You can just kind of bring up one topic that you want, or just say your piece about something.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. BJ, you ready?
Nah. Start with Shamel.
Shamel,
So with me, I was about to say somebody else start too.
you got 60 seconds. You know, I'll go. We'll do 30 seconds.
Because I don't even know what you're talking about.
We'll do 30 seconds.
You started off with let's
just talk about a topic I want to talk about. All right, so my Bucks are turning in to the Avengers of the NFL. I just want to be candid about that. Okay, we signed Leonard.
Did you just mention this so you could fucking say this, man?
Oh, of course. But no, this kind of gives us the outlet to kind of just speak about something that we want to talk about.
Bullshit.
All right, but yeah, my Bucks are going to be awesome this year. I hope COVID doesn't mess around with the season. That's what I'm excited about. And that's my 30 seconds. Who's next?
Who's next? Go. That's what that made me think of. All right, sorry, Aaron. You got to go because me and BJ passed.
You ready, Aaron?
We hit a smooth pass.
Anything.
Fuck all the bullshit BJ said about Arnold Schwarzenegger, first of all. Don't listen to him. He's not a fan, so anything he says is irrelevant.
Right. 20 more seconds. Nobody can say anything right now. 10
that's it. I'm gonna let the rest of the time go silent and let BJ think about what
the rest of your time went like. The rest of his time was
All right. We're back around to BJ. Right?
All right. Yep. Here we go. Arnold Schwarzenegger is trash. His movies is trash. Okay, that's one. Cereal, overrated. Ketchup, overrated.
Yes, I agree.
Anime shit, overrated.
Bugger the fuck out. Now you just saying
if you're a man who owns cats,
all right, that's your time. That's your time. That's it. That's your time.
Right? Cutting ass out here.
Yo, you're a dick.
Wait, if you're a man who owns cats, you're a bitch? That's your statement to the world?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Look, I got a dog sitting right behind me. Marty,
you got multiple cats, don't you?
But Marty,
how many cats you got?
Nah, I got
two.
No,
he's got like he ain't got like normal sized cats. They're like miniature jungle cats.
Nah, they doing good out here. That's what it is. Yeah. They love it.
They
love this world.
He's more Joe Exotic than he wants to put on.
Nah, nothing like that, man. Nothing like that, man.
All right,
you know what? The only thing. All right,
ready?
This is part of my time.
Go.
I never finished the motherfucking Joe Exotic.
We know.
I'm probably not going.
We already know that.
But I do love big cats. I do have a blanket from when I was like 5 or 6 with the Jaguars and fucking Link. The shit is fire, and I'll never get rid of it. That's the only thing we got in common. Other than that, he need a polo shirt to wear for the rest of his life. Simple as that.
Mel loves a big pussy.
Yo, back in the day, felines is where it's at. Felines are they will fuck a lion up. It's simple. A tiger would kill a lion.
Oh, I like this whole 30-second thing. I think BJ was a little disrespectful with his. Okay. But we all.
Look, BJ shit started off strong, and then you went crazy once you brought up anime. I don't know what that shit was about, man.
BJ could have went in a position. I thought he was going to go, or excuse me, the direction. His background, Black Panther passed away.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Chadwick. Rest in peace.
That was kind of a shock. But I mean, now the movie's timeless. That's it. They shouldn't touch that character anymore. You should leave it there. He did it justice. And that's something to say about that.
Nah. The next move, comic book standards, Shuri.
Oh, absolutely.
Is
yeah,
sister.
No. Yeah, but I'm saying as far as T'Challa, that's it.
Oh yeah,
done. He's in the afterlife. They can honor him.
Kind of upset.
I saw something.
What Michael B. Jordan's character off because he would have been perfect kind of.
I saw something earlier that the producers were going to try something along the lines of what they did for Paul Walker in Fast and Furious.
Oh no! Don't ruin it. Hell no! Don't ruin him.
You don't think they should do something like that?
No, they ruined that movie by doing all that with Paul Walker.
Yo, there's another one coming, and his brother is in it somehow.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
They casted his brother.
They used his brother to finish off some of his scenes.
No, there's a whole new fucking movie that his brother is in.
It's gonna be just him.
Oh wow, that's what's up.
Yeah, didn't he do like 80% of this new movie?
No, he did the whole movie as him. I think he's like a new character. He's gonna be like
his brother, Brian's brother.
Yeah, Brian's brother or something like that. All right, Joe. I think that's a good spot. We're gonna set to record again next week. Any last words, Shamel?
Damn, yo, I gotta get these quotes today down. I am the host.
Let the people know. Thanks for watching.
Well, you know, that's coming. Like and subscribe. Look, I'm gonna act like we on YouTube already. You guys gotta hit the like and subscribe button. You gotta comment. You know, that's 10 years of me right there. That's 10 years.
Don't forget, get your limited edition Pause Exotic Edition shirts.
Yes, those are out.
We got another couple of weeks of that print. Get that one. You missed out on the first one.
They selling out quick, so stop playing.
Like
get your mother one.
Get them. Oh, we got the pause stickers. I like that design. We got the Gentleman's Cabal stickers. We still got the Gators and all that good stuff.
There's Gators on there?
Oh, yeah. The face mask, the little Gator face mask.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's on there, man. Come on, we're out here. We're big time. Big time.
Got to stay up on the merch.
All right, y'all. Thanks.
Might be putting out a new shirt called "Leave My Ankles Alone."
Wow, why you gotta do that?
It's pretty much been in every episode, so you might as well capitalize off of it.
Yo,
my ankles are strong.
That would be fire. Look,
just a shirt that says "weak ankles."
I was look. You gotta have the shirt, and then it's like ankle, and then under it is like a brace. No words, no words. Just straight ankle, and then we gonna take it from there. It's like, yo, is that a sprain or a break? We gonna take our guess.
Listen, man, I wish I could put this into a shirt.
Instrument short sounds.
I'm not mad about.
Maybe I'm just. I'm gonna get the waves, like the whole wave of it, and I'm gonna just condense it and just put it on the shirt so when people just scan it. You know what I'm saying? Or just put like one of those little QR scanners.
Put it through Google Translate.
All right, y'all. That's our time. Thanks for listening.